All right, my top video game stories of 2018. Number one, single player video games aren't dead, so let that marinate in your head. For all those people out there saying that it's dead and gone, online only games are here to stay, blah, 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 blah. Now you know. Number two, Dragon Ball Fighters and Super Smash Bros. Ultimate hype. They were real, and it lived up to people's expectations. Number three, Fortnite. It's crazy popular, and I understand why. Number four, the death of Total Biscuit. Number five, Sony allows console crossplay. Number six, studio closings. Number seven, IGN, Dead Cells, Philip Muchin controversy. Number eight, a total trash year for FPS genre, which is first-person shooters. So my game of the year is definitely going to be Spider-Man. My runner-up is Shadow of Tomb Raider. I felt I wanted to change it up a bit because I've beaten Spider-Man. I thought it was a really great game. Not excellent, but great. It would be totally unfair if I put Shadow of Tomb Raider as the game of the year, my game of the year, and I didn't beat it. So my disappointment of 2018 in video games is Far Cry 5. Hopefully Far Cry New Dawn turns out to be a superior game. The worst game of the 2018 is definitely not Call of Duty Black Ops 4. What I'm doing is Battlefield 5, and it's not even close. And that's the game I was surprised. Okay, I thought this game would be better, but it's not. And I can do a whole video why I feel that way if I wanted to. Do I think that 2019 video games will be better than last year? At this point, I don't have a single clue. It may turn out to be better than last year, or it may be the same as last year, or it may be just as bad, if not worse, than 2018 or past few years. Who knows? So we'll wait and see how it plays out, especially big games supposed to come out this month, like Anthem and what was it? There's this one game, that Far Cry New Dawn. So next month will be Tom Clancy's Division 2. So, and Devil May Cry 5 and Dead or Alive 6. I think most fighting game fans probably going to end up staying clear of that game because it's being quote unquote infected by the feminist / social justice warriors, SJW. So whatever. I'm not going to get into my favorite movie of the year, worst movie of the year. I'm not doing that because if I do that, I'll probably end up acting all biased and act crazy, and I end up catching a lot of flack. So it's best to just leave it alone and keep my opinions to myself on that department. Before I continue, yes, the Carolina Panthers did win the last game of the regular season against the New Orleans Saints, but it felt more like an exhibition game than a regular season game, and they finished the season 7-9. The whole season was a D+. The only reason why I didn't give them a straight up F, because they started out the season 6-2 before rolling into Heinz Field in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania to take on the Pittsburgh Steelers, and we saw what happened. We saw the results. Pittsburgh 52, Carolina 21. Cam Newton played like garbage, had a bum shoulder, and he was never the same, let alone the entire team wasn't the same the rest of the year. That particular season. Sorry. So my expectations for the Carolina Panthers from here on out, from 2019 and beyond, 0. If you give them any type of expectations, even the littlest, they will find a way to let you down. So I'm not going to do that. The less I follow the Carolina Panthers in terms of the news, what's going on with them, the better, because I'm still upset with them. I mean, they had a perfect opportunity to go back-to-back winning seasons, and they just completely did number 2 on the bed. For lack of a better term. So, people say, hey, well, they should have fired Ron Rivera. Okay, who you go out and get? If I hear Bill Cowher, you'll be disqualified. Because I've heard Panther fans say, not all, but some Panther fans say, hey, let's go out and get Bill Cowher. Even though he's been out of the game for 10 plus years. Well, John Gruden. Whatever. To stop. Right, so that's Various Thoughts Volume 152 out the door. Various Thoughts Volume... Well, hold on. One more thing before I move on. There's so much hate in this world. From real world politics to damn hobbies like video games, music, movies. Our favorite hobbies being tainted with toxic negativity and hatred. It is so bad at a point where it beats you all the way down to the ground. You understand? You even have celebrities, Kelly Marie Tran. She had to basically ditch her social media account because of the countless online harassments that she was putting up with, let alone dealing with on a daily basis. I mean, you got people out there just want to play video games. They just want to be happy. They just want to be in their space. They want to be in their happy zone without all the garbage being thrown in their way every 10 seconds. I mean, fandom, it is horrible. I can do a whole nother video on fandom and how horrible it's gotten, but that will take me forever. All I can say is that it's horrible, and do I think it will get better? No, I really don't. I really don't. And people feel that their childhood is being quote-unquote ruined, tainted, and this, that, and the third. Now, with Various Thoughts Volume 152 out the door, 153, you got Kristaps Porzingis, a.k.a. Unicorn, being traded from the New York Knicks to the Dallas Mavericks in a 7-player deal. I'm shocked that he's like, well, I'm not happy with the New York Knicks. I don't want to be here, blah, 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 blah. I keep telling you people, and the whole super team, it's going to continue to happen until Adam Silver competition committee, they step in and put a stop to it, but I don't think that's ever going to happen. Even Charles Barkley is complaining about this super teams. The only reason why I look at Golden State Warriors and they did it the right way, because they did it through the draft. Think about it. Steph Curry, Draymond Green, Klay Thompson, and I know I'm missing a few other players through the draft. You got, players like Sean Livingston from free agents. You got Kevin Durant and DeMarcus Cousins, a.k.a. Boogie, through free agency. So, if you think about it, it's not that bad if you think about it, but and people are always going to look at the LeBron James and the Miami Heat. No, you need to look at the Boston Celtics with Kevin Garnett, Paul Pierce, and Ray Allen. Even though they were past their prime, they formed a big three. They formed a super team. Look what happened. What really took off is the whole LeBron James, Dwayne Wade, and Chris Bosh and the Miami Heat. When they were in their primes, that's the difference. That's why people look at them sideways. That's why they hate this super team idea. You'll get, 4 or 5 great teams from the Western Conference, or 1 or 2, 3 good teams in the Eastern Conference, and the rest and from each side, West and Eastern Conference, are just straight up trash. Not even worth watching. Not even worth it. So, yeah. What do I think about the Super Bowl 53 between the New England Patriots versus the LA Rams? I really don't care. I'm going to watch some of it. People going to sit there and boycott because that damn LA Rams versus the New Orleans Saints NFC Championship game. Oh my God, here we go. The crying. Excuse me, I'm sick. Woo! You can tell. Oh my goodness. The crying, the whining, the pouting. Oh my goodness. I did not want to say anything. I did not want to make a video talking about it, but I'm going to have to say this now. Memo to the damn New Orleans Saints and the fan base in the state of Louisiana. Your team got away with a lot of crap for years. Even winning the Super Bowl, too, in the Bounty Gate. Now, one missed call, all of a sudden you're crying. You're still pouting. Get over it. Nobody died. Okay? You'll live another day. Stop crying. Ain't no crying on football. If the Carolina Panthers, and as a Carolina Panthers fan, can put up with the crap that happened in Super Bowl 50, and I don't even want to get into the first game of 2016 season when Cam Newton was being headhunted by the Broncos defensive players. Cheap shot after cheap shot. Saints fans, you can put up with it too. Okay? The Panthers fans didn't sign up a petition. They didn't do all this crazy stuff like y'all doing. Just get over it. Just do that. You sound ridiculous. And I am so damn tired of, hey, let's change this rule. Let's change that rule every time something happens. Let's have a judgment call replay. Oh, good grief. Like, the game doesn't take long enough already. Oh, my goodness. That's why I'm starting to hate sports more and more and more now. If it ain't that, it's today's athletes is about as mentally softer than a damn cottonelle tissue. Can't deal with criticism at all. Even constructive criticism. Whee! Oh, good God. And the fan base and fans, don't get me started. Oh, my goodness. Super teams. And listen, football. I mean, what in the world is a catch? What isn't a catch? Now is what is pass interference? I mean, not pass interference. What's roughing the passer? What isn't roughing the passer? You see the Chiefs and the Patriots game? One Chiefs defender barely touched the face mask of Tom Brady, but it was enough. He jerked his head just a little bit. Flag, personal foul, blow to the head on the Chiefs. What? But then again, the Chiefs defense, y'all blew it. Y'all had numerous opportunities. Y'all screwed it up. You got the Patriots offense in a 3rd and long situations. I lost count after 10 times. I mean, boy, wow. And people want to complain about the overtime. Well, the Chiefs offense never got a chance to touch the ball. Oh, I'm sorry. Why don't you tell the Chiefs defense to do their job and we won't have this conversation? Why don't you tell the Chiefs offense score more points? Just maybe they'll be sitting in the Super Bowl right now. And one more thing before I go. Why don't you tell the damn New Orleans Saints have a balanced attack instead of just throwing the damn ball all the time. You want to talk about the Saints getting screwed? The Rams were getting screwed too. With the Fandom face mask that was never called. And everything else. The officiating has been garbage, but this takes the cake. But whatever. I just don't want to see the rules change just because all the outrage and the crying and everything. I mean, the offense has already got enough advantage. And the defense is already at a disadvantage. Why make it more? Dragon Ball Super Broly. Pros and cons. Let me get to cons for a second. Retelling demise of the Saiyan story. Kind of reminds me a little bit of Spider-Man's Uncle Ben. You know, Batman's Bruce Wayne's parents were robbed and murdered. Yeah, that's getting a little bit too much. Fight scenes went on too long. Little strategy. Father and son relationship between Paragus and Broly wasn't explored deeply. If movie critics, anime critics, can criticize Boruto Naruto the movie for the lack of exploring deeper of the father and son relationship, Naruto and his son Boruto should do the same with Dragon Ball Super Broly as well. And no, I don't want to hear, well, the Dragon Ball is not about stories, it's about fights and fireballs and Super Saiyan. It's so beautiful. It's fireworks. There's still no damn excuse for it. It is lazy. And goofy wishes between Frieza's 5 centimeters taller and Bulma's want to be 5-10 years younger. When I heard Frieza that he wanted to be 5 centimeters taller, I had that song stuck in my head, and I'm like, listen to Skilo, I wish. Oh my goodness. This is the same Dragon Ball where Oolong the pig wishing for girls' panties, underwear, and it magically appeared out of thin air and it landed on his head and he was happy afterwards. So, yeah, anything can happen. Bulma want to be 5 to 10 years younger. She's already looking beautiful anyway, so why? Yeah. The soundtrack was pretty awesome. I listened to it on YouTube at least 2 to 3 times. Broly himself, thank goodness, I love the new design. He looks like a Saiyan. He fights like a Saiyan. He was just flat out amazing. The movie didn't turn Vegeta into a punk like past Dragon Ball Z movies, especially with Broly the Legendary Super Saiyan 1993 movie. Boy, if you get me started, I'll lose my damn marbles. The animation 2D to 3D was awesome, but it wasn't perfect. You still see the little inconsistent animation, you know what I mean? Especially you saw with Dragon Ball Super Anime and Dragon Ball Z Kai, original Dragon Ball Z. You get the picture. The story, sort of, they did a good job explaining with Broly. Love that. And humor. It's Dragon Ball. You got to bring that in there. You have to. Otherwise, what's the point? I had no intention to see this movie at all. I made it clear because of how Dragon Ball Super Anime ended. And don't get me started with the Tournament of Power arc or saga. I went to go see it. My verdict, it's good. It's good. So, what do you think? And I'm going to go ahead and play Anthem demo. I only played for at least an hour. So with that, sorry for making this a 19-minute video. I'm out. Peace.